Mirtazapine is an antidepressant that has a pretty unique pharmacology. It is primarily used to treat depression, but it may also help with insomnia, anxiety, panic disorder, and other conditions. A handful of reports exist regarding its recreational potential, but it's rarely used in that way. The positive effects of mirtazapine include anxiety reduction, depression reduction, general mood improvement, and sleep improvement. Among the negative effects are drowsiness, dry mouth, minor cognitive impairment, lower motivation, and an increase in body weight and appetite. Though less common, the drug can also cause excessive sedation in the daytime, nausea, and headache. On the side effect side, mirtazapine is more likely to cause increased appetite, weight gain, dry mouth, and drowsiness. The drug may be particularly good for patients who have significant anxiety, those with insomnia, and people who could benefit from increased appetites. Mirtazapine has shown some potential for panic disorder, PTSD, social anxiety, OCD, and other psychiatric conditions, but more research is needed. Clear positive effects on sleep have been reported, including in healthy people. It can increase slow-wave sleep, reduce the time it takes to fall asleep, and it does not suppress REM. Some reports of recreational use do exist. One form of non-medical use is as a dream enhancer, since it may provide more intense and vivid dreams, though that also includes more intense nightmares.
What do you do with the urge?
Just push it down.
It's gotta be hard. It's probably what causes the nightmares. You know, you push it down, it climbs right back up into your dreams.
Yeah, that's why I do such awful things in my nightmares. That's all that they are, though. It's just dreams. You know?
Yeah. Hoodie up, pat low, blacked out from the head to the toes. Just tell them we stay scheming. Couple wicker contacts in the phone, got the pillars and the sniffers in the zone. And they got them daydreaming, sipping on the drips of Patron while I'm watching the strangest of evenings. Now they got the clean sponge in the bucket, trying to wash the blood stains off the ceiling. I was sent here to stay raggo. Teeth stay stained by the tobacco. Cool the Gestapo. Face melting like a Black Forest gatto. It's like I was painted by Picasso. I'm Pablo's fiasco. Nowadays I like it in the shadows. I like to stay at home in the chateau. I've plateaued. Intruders get hung from the gallows, and then they get dumped in the shallows. Shallow. Fuck anyone that's ever doubted me. Go and hang your baby off a balcony. That's ignorant blanket. Plan B, Operation Valkyrie. Stylist tip like Midas dipped in alchemy. Everything is plated. Nowadays everything is gold. Everything is fresh until it molds. Everything is wasted. Everything is new until it's sold. Everything is new until it's old. Let's face it. Hoodie up, pat low, blacked out from the head to the toes. Just tell them we stay scheming. Couple wicker contacts in the phone, got the pillars and the sniffers in the zone. And they got them daydreaming, sipping on the drips of Patron while I'm watching the strangest of evenings. Now they got the clean sponge in the bucket, trying to wash the blood stains off the ceiling. Yo, I was sent here to stay nasty, face baked like the Kalahari. Wallahi. Lighting up the fire like the Volley. I'll turn a fucking squid to calamari. Slap it on the Barbie. Stars in my eyes looking glassy. I just came to gate crash the party. I'll take that Bacardi. I just need a little more Denari, so I can buy myself a whole army. Gaddafi, please leave me alone while I sit and defrost, cause I ain't got no patience left and you're pissing me off. Tinnitus ringing in my ear, I just wish it would stop. Don't say I didn't warn you when I'm sticking my fist in your gob. Like hush, everybody quiet. Sell it and supply it, get caught and then deny it. I'm lying again, but I think they buy it. Strictly bad habits in my diet, maybe you should try it. Yeah, hoodie up, pat low, blacked out from the head to the toes. Just tell them we stay scheming. Couple wicker contacts in the phone, got the pillars and the sniffers in the zone. And they got them daydreaming, sipping on the drips of Patron while I'm watching the strangest of evenings. Now they got the clean sponge in the bucket, trying to wash the blood stains off the ceiling. Yeah. Hoodie up, pat low, blacked out from the head to the toes. Just tell them we stay scheming. Couple wicker contacts in the phone, got the pillars and the sniffers in the zone, and they got them daydreaming, sipping on the drips of Patron while I'm watching the strangest of evenings. Now they got the clean sponge in the bucket, trying to wash the blood stains off the ceiling.
Your anger and your hate, I think, is coming off as erratic to people.
Passion, my passion. It's all
Okay, your passion
yes.
is coming off as erratic
Right,
to people.
well, you borrow my brain for 5 seconds and just be like, dude, can't handle it, unplug this bastard, yeah, because it fires in a way that is, I don't know, maybe not from this particular terrestrial realm.
Yo, oi Goblin, this one's a fucking heater. This beat just popped my monitor, you owe me a new speaker. I'm smashing out tracks while backing spirits by the liter, and I do this on my lonesome rude boy, I don't need a feature. Nah, cause they just wanna hear that solo dots, that flow that crops these rappers out the picture like a Photoshop. I'll come in guns blazing, going loco like I'm Robocop, and leave your head hanging by a thread like when a yo-yo drops. Yeah, fuck it, we'll drag them down to hell fast. Me and Goblin dropping bombs like it's bloody Friday in Belfast. If I lose my mind, I'll have the feds dragging me back to Belmarsh till I'm rapping to my celly, tapping the beat on the cell bars. Oi. I toured the south of England in a circle band and spent a couple years out on the road just like a circus man. Then came home looking like I joined the fucking surfer gang with verbal slang that leaves a rapper looking like a burnt meringue. Yo, let me carry on, and 16 ain't enough for me. I've been killing shit since I was shitting in my dungarees. If I was you, I'd change my fucking rap name to Tumbleweed, cause you at your best in the future couldn't match the younger me. Nah, I think you must be buzzing like a bumblebee or lean. They tell me to be nice, but I just don't know what they mean. As a kid, taking drugs and making music was my dream, and now I'm like the love child of Lil Pump and Charlie Sheen.
When was the last time you used?
I use a blender, I use a vacuum cleaner, I use household items. When was the last time I ingested or took drugs?
Tell me about the last time you took drugs.
The last time I took drugs, I probably took more than anybody could survive. You know.
What are we talking about? How much?
I don't know, man. I was banging 7-gram rocks.
Yo, oi Goblin, this one's fucking disgusting. This beat just blew my mind and now my brain needs reconstructing. I've been about my business since my business was about busting a microphone on a stage until the speakers are combusting. Yeah, cause they just know this fucking bloke will stop these rappers in their tracks when they're catching away my vocal drops. I force my way into the frame like I'm bombing your photo up in slow-mo. Dots will turn a family photo to a promo shot. Yeah, fuck 'em, I'm staying on my greasy, grimy, greasy, slimy, eeny, meeny, miny. Pick a geezer blindly, anyone who wants it. Battle Dots will turn them teeny tiny. He could try me, blimey, he'll forever be the deepest slimy. Beefing teams like he was Wiley. Seeing people bleed excites me. Beating Neek so deep, I'll leave the geezer screaming, please revive me. Tie him up and beat his wifey. Jesus, getting peaker slightly. Squeeze the Nina, if the heater sneezes, he'll be leaking lightly. Done? Nah, not even slightly. Heat the beat, I'm beaming styling. Now I feel like Nas, cause I can feel the ether deep inside me. Breach the peace and beat him in the street. Don't need the police to fight me. I'll get nicked again and then say nothing like my brief advised me. Wow, that was crazy. Yeah, I know that's why my ears are leaking steam. My whole life I thought nice was just a synonym for mean. I used to be a junkie, I've got junkie in my genes, but then I changed my DNA and I got clean like Charlie Sheen.
Are you worried you're going to relapse?
No.
Why?
Because I'm not going to, period, the end.
But how do you
I blinked and I cured my brain. That's how. Everybody has the powers because everybody, can't is the cancer of happen, man.
But you love to party.
I mean, what's not to love?
How do
Especially when you see how I party, man. It was epic. The run I was on made Sinatra, Flynn, Jagger, Richards, all of them just look like, droopy-eyed, armless children.
Everybody does the best they can, the best way they can.
So why do you think I was born with a 45 in my hand?
It's that 45 caliber flow, the shells melt chests. I've been orchestrating dinner dates with hell's guests. In a treatment center, practicing the 12 steps. I left the rehab and relapsed within 12 breaths. Heavily medicated, I steadily get sedated. Planting bombs that tick till the second they're getting detonated. Bread is desecrated, their heads and their necks get separated and buried in places where only the devil celebrated. It's a harsh world and we're living in it. Visualize it with my words, that's a spitting image. There's a science to this shit and it isn't physics. It's the science of silencing all my biggest critics. I think your code of honor's got some missing digits. This is the story of my life and it isn't finished. I've come a long way from living in that bad dream where the best part of my week was my canteen and prison visits. Yeah, I guess I've grown nobly. I put it in my tracks, you could say that I've grown openly. Gambling my life on a line of unknown potency. Emerging from the catacombs wearing a bone rosary. A stone soldier, he's part of the marble army, chanting as he marches into the path of a large tsunami. Faster mastering the art of survival, laughing unharmed. He walks out the other side of the darkness calmer than Gandhi. Yeah, and now I'm known to shell a set to pieces. Wreck the speakers, dissect the crowd and let them rest in pieces. Everything I've ever said's the meanest. Disrespect the set, get chin checked and sent direct to Jesus. Man, I'm repping for the shadow people, raggle people. Fuck you, my pronouns are bad and evil. Half these rappers out now are sad and feeble. Couldn't be dope even if they had a needle. Me and Goblin developed our own style. Dystopian murder music for the fully grown child. Slap it in your headphones, pump it and go wild. Get nicked and then blame it on us when you go trial. It's for people who don't smile, people who can't sleep, people scared clutching a sharp knife on a dark street, people who can't speak, people that have done about 28 grams of smack in the last week. It's for you, but mostly it's for me. A song for everything I'm not, I've always wished to be. A bar for every time I've wished I'm swinging from a tree. But I'm used to living sick, inflicted with this shit disease. It's that 45 caliber flow, the shells melt flesh. I've been orchestrating beheadings in hell's depths. In a prison cell where all that you can smell's death. I left the prison gates and got nicked again within 12 steps.
Everybody does the best they can, the best way they can. So why do you think I was born with a 45 in my hand?
Where demonic possession lives and evil penetrates the soul. Step inside. Goblin, goblin, goblin.
Yo, another day, another trip around the sphere. My moods are bouncing like a laser in a house of mirrors. People staring like I'm Chopper Reed without the years. If I die, I'll see you again in a couple thousand years. Something like a second coming. Gave my all till there was nothing left, but still I'm left with nothing. Nothing beats the high you get when you feel death is coming. Cause when you know there's nothing next, the feeling's next to nothing. Looking like he's always trying to check for something. I think him and his mental health need a direct discussion. Like a button always has to be depressed to function. Talking to himself in times of Goblin's best percussion. Ups and downs like I'm in a dopamine cycle. Mixing powder down with a liquid propylene glycol. Up at night nursing the bottles, hopefully Nito. These Mirtazapine dreams I've been having's totally psycho.
Breaker, one night, is anyone receiving? It's looking foggy out this evening. There's creatures in the road, I can see them breathing. 10-4, I can see them creeping. Breaker, 10-9, you're breaking up receiving. The pack are hunting while the young are teething. There's people running wounded, now I see them bleeding. 10-200, I can see them feeding.
Yeah, The shadows make him jittery, talking to himself in a fit of whispered soliloquies. Mr. Mystery gripped in the midst of misery, visibly blistered, physically twisted like bits of filigree. It's like he's literally living what he sees in his sleep. The fourth winter's coming round and the season is bleak. The stress is something that's eating him while leaving him weak. It's peppered all over his plate like he's seasoning meat. The weight of the world is displaced in his knees and his feet, while he's trying to climb a hill that's unfeasibly steep. And every time he takes a step it's a fleeting defeat, because he knows it's all downhill after reaching the peak. Fuck it, plant the flag and claim the summit. Close your eyes and step off of the edge as you embrace the plummet. Free fall, hit the ground at speed, feel the pain and numb it. Break, rest, heal and then repeat after you overcome it.
Breaker, one night, is anyone receiving? It's looking foggy out this evening. There's creatures in the road, I can see them breathing. 10-4, I can see them creeping. Breaker, 10-9, you're breaking up receiving. The pack are hunting while the young are teething. There's people running wounded, now I see them bleeding. 10-200, I can see them feeding.
I'm on the apex stepping with a ghost of 1,000 kings in my tape deck repping. I'm swinging tungsten, you're swinging back with latex weapons. I'll have your head spinning like a fucking Apex 7. You better oil that. I'm dropping a lump of smack on a spoon, I'm about to boil that. Been clean for about 5 years, but I'm about to spoil that. Came up out of the dirt, but kept my roots right where the oil's at. With all them bodies caught inside my soil trap, quicksand. Adapt to where the chips land. I am the Omega, but was here before the Big Bang. Swinging like a saber with a force of 26 hands. The flavor man, I am the Lord and Savior of this slick slang. Dancing in the fire with the flames inside the wigwam. Blowing smoke signals out in the shape of the yin-yang. Get too close to me and melt like Icarus's wingspan. Your king ran, born without a heart just like the Tin Man. Bomba-yay-yo, tell them like Bomba-yay-yo. When we get them like Bomba-yay-yo, then we set a light Bomba-yay-yo to anything inside. Bomba-yay-yo, tell them like Bomba-yay-yo. When we get them like Bomba-yay-yo, then we set a light Bomba-yay-yo to everything inside. Yo, let's get the fucking fire raging. There's heavy metal spikes inside the Iron Maiden. You don't wanna know what happens next when they're dragging you down the steps and you see the cameras inside the basement. Bomba-yay-yo, tell them again. Shot it once, rob it back, then sell it again. I don't need any evidence to tell it was them, cause the writing's on the wall like Marcel and a pen. I've been around a while, I'm sounding my sense, so I hear when a man's trying to swap my pound for a pence. I've been in the woods and witnessed a couple events that'll make you wish that you'll never venture outside of your tents. But I learned a couple lessons, I guess it's part of the journey. On my way to the grave when my heart will burst on a gurney, cause I'm on a trip to hell, but I guess I started it early, cause the life I'm living now is really starting to concern me. Bomba-yay-yo, tell them like Bomba-yay-yo. When we get them like Bomba-yay-yo, then we set a light Bomba-yay-yo to anything inside. Bomba-yay-yo, tell them like Bomba-yay-yo. When we get them like Bomba-yay-yo, then we set a light Bomba-yay-yo to everything inside. Yo, I've got a mouth like a strap when a hammer claps and I pull it. I ain't writing down bars, I'm manufacturing bullets. Every track is like a violent random act to the fullest. Knives out like beheadings and stabbing attacks in Woolwich. You like dark shit, I got a smorgasbord. Goblin sent the thunder, hear it clapping like a storm has formed. Lord of war with morbid assortments of swords and chloroform. I was born with horns, Beelzebub in a mortal form. My swan song, my requiem for a dream is a suicide note I was never tempted to read. He just burnt every bridge instead of attempting to flee. He's on a palace steps holding the severed head of the queen while it bleeds. Dark pools forming like it's spilled ink. Rain pelts the crown that she was wearing like a peeled mink. Nose lined with the flavour of the pill stinking. Rubber gloves trying to scrub the blood off in a steel sink. Acid to the face when I fling it from the test tube. They can't hear you scream, no one's coming to your rescue. That thing that goes bump in the night in your bedroom is me with a knife when I tried to behead you. Beg to be released but I will never let you. I searched, then I found, then I took, then I kept you. Stains on the walls and the floor of my bedroom. I've been making videos and selling them in red rooms. Yeah, I've been making feature films, snuff movie murder plots, creepy little creature films, spy cameras undercover, discreet little secret films, illegal shit, looking like I seen the fucking police of films. Yeah, shit looks like a house of horrors. Rituals and cults just like the House of Horus. See us chanting in the darkness with the falcons on us. We can teach you all about a rebirth without Adonis. How to promise the world an afraid net just to snatch it back away from you all in the same breath. I've been smashing stained windows and painting the frames red while you're worshipping the god of the faith of the brain dead. Now listen, the day you'll believe that your God is risen is the day you'll see me breaking my way back into a prison. While you're sitting on your sofa and chained to your television, I'm just sitting at the altar awaiting my exorcism. Acid to the face when I fling it from the test tube. They can't hear you scream, no one's coming to your rescue. That thing that goes bump in the night in your bedroom is me with a knife when I tried to behead you. Beg to be released but I will never let you. I searched, then I found, then I took, then I kept you. Stains on the walls and the floor of my bedroom. I've been making videos and selling them in red rooms.
Guns are so impersonal and artless. If you want to hurt someone intimately, you have to get up close and personal.
Nothing haunts me. No murders haunt me. Nothing.
They asked, why the long face, El Capitan? Always fatigued like military khaki tan. I was sniffing at the wheel in a traffic jam, cause I had a habit but I kicked it like Jackie Chan. Insert karate noises, allergic to smarter choices. Blowing up the decks like them Japanese kamikaze voices. The metronome clicking like Zulus making Swazi noises. These rappers dry as the Mojave soil is dead. See me chilling in a hammock in the harshest climates, cause when I see a mountain nowadays I start to climb it. Looking out over the camp like Nazi snipers. That's where I heard the devil wears Versace sliders. Knocking on your door like I'm trying to buy shit, saying hello you cunt like Harvey Price did. My life fell apart but I kinda liked it, cause I keep thriving in my times of crisis and I stay haunted. Yeah, I said I stay haunted. I said I'm haunted, cracked off the cap and I poured it. I make a song and record it, then I just hoard it. Sitting alone in my studio thinking about how far I've come. Like who would have thought it, all of the pills that I snorted, all the assorted drugs in my system is crazy, the shit I imported. Fentanyl bought it, how am I talking? Let alone walking, let alone breathing. 28 valleys an evening, heroin, zannies and freezing. Every line and every hour like fuck it I'm steaming, fuck it I'm scheming. Don't even know what I'm feeling, don't even know when I'm bleeding. My bitch is leaving like au revoir, finding you one like como está. Man I'm so high it's like I am bilingual. I just found that I am single, popping up like a Pringle. Hotter than Santo Domingo, baby go Pepe's a gringo, Pepe's a psycho. I said I loved it and I took the back and said it was a typo. Why I'm not white though, why I'm like Michael. I think I've got with the Lyco, stuck in a cycle. I used to be suicidal, never listen to the Bible, but still like I'm a disciple. Fuck it, know why I'm an idol. Give me a rifle, I'ma get them all a nightful. I'm feeling spiteful, this how you make an arrival. It's a reprisal when we surprise a rival. Since we were tribal, we have been haunted.
I've done hundreds of graves since I was a child. Probably more than you've had women. I'm serious. I have dug more than you've dug more than he fucked. I've dug in the cold. I've dug in the boiling heat. I've dug in the rainfall. It turned the soil into oatmeal. I know a good grave.
Deepest condolences. I heard they found a skull in a shallow hole in the foliage. He knows he's sick, but nobody knows what the diagnosis is. He revisits the crime scenes, hoping nobody notices. Dude is weird. Bastard child of the mutineers, an outcast that grew to be the thing that every human fears. He fantasized about killing the women that he knew for years, and now he keeps human ears in a room full of souvenirs. And that kind of obsession swallows you, watching from a distance, biding his time in solitude. Stalker. So if he likes you, then he honors you. He finds you and he follows you in silence as he wanders through. Wire rope and tape, a hammer and a mask too. In a duffel bag in the wheel well of his car boot. Next to the gloves and a knife as sharp as a harpoon. He's on the prowl again, hunting under the dark moon. Yeah, and as he creeps through the night, he keeps his eyes peeled for when he sees what he likes. And if she screams when he strikes, he puts the knife to her throat, then she bleeds from the slice. Yeah, deepest apologies. It's happening again, now he's off on another odyssey. He's all set to start the makings of a horror scene. I think he must have stopped taking his Thorazine. He belongs in a hospital wing on quarantine. Lock him up for life and make sure the confinement's solitary. Personality disorder, rotten roots, rotten tree. Mental illness in his family history and biology. Yeah, and as a kid they called him sinful. To you that's just some roadkill, to him that was a windfall. He'd kill a cat and nail it to the wall of the gym hall. The things he did inside his garden shed would make your skin crawl. But nobody intervened and it escalated. He'd never felt a single thing in life except for hatred. He still remembers the first time he ever penetrated. He raped her, then he killed her, then he celebrated. And as he digs her a grave, he removes every rock that he hits with his spade. Then he softly kisses her face and he lays her down gently in the pit that he's made. Deepest commiserations. The feds ain't caught him yet, there's tension building in the station. The media taunt him releasing information, but he likes it and he sees it as an invitation. He's getting brazen now, he knows he hasn't been detected. He killed a single mum but left the kids to leave a message. They saw his face but they're too young to tell the police inspectors. He cut her fingers off and sent them to the lead detectives. A week later a dog walker got a total shock when they found a torso in a suitcase in a local lock. They found her arms and legs in a park in an open spot. They never found her head, he kept it in his trophy box. He's slipping ever deeper into his psychosis. Sick of cystic fibrosis, self-splitting mitosis. He drags them in his house using whichever knife's closest. Loud power tools at night, you think the neighbors might notice. But nobody's hearing a thing, so he binds them with wire and he pierces the skin. His mission's getting clearer to him. He was sent by the devil, so the fear can begin.
I'm not sure what I am. I just know there's something dark in me. Not hide it. I certainly don't talk about it. But it's there. Always. This dark passenger. And when he's driving, I feel alive. Half sick at the thrill, complete wrongness. I don't fight him. I don't want to. He's all I've got. Nothing else could love me. Not even
Renounce all gods and put your faith in you. Let's show them how you win a game that you were made to lose. They tried to wage a war and thought that we would make a truce. Instead we mobilized and made these liars face the truth. A 10, what? Load your weapons, lace your boots. Pack your kit, be patient troops. Tonight's the night we make a move. Listen close, bide your time, remember what you're trained to do. Follow their recruits to camp and shoot whoever they salute. The air is crisp, the skies are dark and overcast. Fires light the path and cast our shadows on the overpass. The gravel crunches like we're marching over broken glass. So loud it echoes, even marching over open grass. Yeah, safe to say today's the day, cadets. Who can hunt the most heads? Make a wager, place your bets. Move as a unit, catching bodies like a safety net. And when your ammo's running low, attach your bayonets. Take your positions, it's almost time to storm the city. Watch each other's backs and always cover corners quickly. Stay in formation and push forward, follow orders swiftly. We're bound to take a couple losses because war is risky. But let your brothers be the sacrifice, like fratricide. If that's the price of freedom, well then that's the price. Purging the parasites in martyrdom, St. Valentine. Insurgents on the battle line, we're taking back our Palestine. We've reached the target, climb the walls and chain the gates. Barricade all exits except one, our snipers lay in wait. So if all else fails and we sail into stalemate, we'll drive them out one by one and use it as a fail-safe. Snail pace, preserve the hours, kill the watchmen, burn the towers. Now everyone's sleeping, we can creep in and disturb the cowards. Feed them to the dirt and flowers, bleeding, let the worms devour. Screaming that the earth is ours, this is our return to power. Enemies scatter and run, now the attack has begun. All of my archers are firing so many arrows, the shadow could black out the sun. My captains are scanning and planning the shot for the man that are manning the cannons and guns. They were not ready, we caught them off guard, cause we planned the attacks that will happen at once. We're banging our drums and we're driving them back. We keep as a team and we thrive as a pack. When it's time to react, I got soldiers behind both my shoulders, they're keeping an eye on my back. When bullets are flying and people are dying, my regiment makes sure that I am intact. I am their leader and they are my army, but I will still die for the guys, that's a fact. That's why I'm in front, leading the charge, cutting them down, you can hear me advance. There's bodies around me, they're piling up. The people behind me are clearing the path. I'm swinging my sword, they're swinging theirs. I guess that they were not nearly as fast, cause they hit the mud without a head. Seconds later it lands near in the grass, put fear in their hearts. Today it's a must, there's way more of them and there's way less of us. Vultures surrounding and screeching and scrounging and picking the bones and they're settling dust. We're pushing them back, now they're getting crushed. 100 of them is like 20 of us. We're fighting for freedom and we are succeeding, cause we want it more than the enemy does. And we got the heart, they ain't got enough. Fuck it, let's show them just what they are lacking. The shit that we're packing is causing the tissue to rip off the bone. When the gristle is cracking, the bones will be snapping a piece in the skin and the blood will spray out in the prettiest patterns. We're painting the walls of the city, then burning it, and we won't stop till the city is flat. And we blacken the sky with the smoke from the tire fires. Now it's making it harder to breathe. All of the buildings around us are crumbling, all of the dust makes it harder to see. All the survivors are trying to escape, but we blocked every exit apart from one street. All of my snipers are ready and waiting to aim for their heads when they start to retreat. That's the start of defeat. The feeling's glorious to start out underdogs and end up as victorious. Throughout the history books the victor stays notorious, but a lieutenant's only as brave as his warriors. So let us say a prayer for all the dead departed. For those who bled for us, I'll never take their death for granted. I kept a bullet to remind me how the end had started. The city fell, the flag was raised and then we chanted. Mothers raise your daughters, fathers raise your sons. Hold down the fort by any means, my soldiers raise your guns. Come wind, come rain, sleet, hail, a blazing sun. We aim for heads, we aim for hearts, we aim for necks, we aim for lungs. And again, mothers raise your daughters, fathers raise your sons. Hold down the fort by any means, my soldiers raise your guns. Come wind, come rain, sleet, hail, a blazing sun. We aim for heads, we aim for hearts, we aim for necks, we aim for lungs till it's done.
It's over. Finished.
Your fucking game.
We are all, by any practical definition of the words, foolproof and incapable of error.
Y'all labels won't jock me.
Couple glitches in the vital signs. I just woke up dribbling, face dripping in that eyeball slime. Crusty, in the shubs, looking like some kind of mime. My consciousness turned up 3 hours after my arrival time. Whoosh, and we're back in the room. I was having a panic attack in the back of the room, sucking nitrous oxide out a massive balloon, sniffing a line of China White, having a fag in the loo. Yeah, sad, but it's true. When you're down to your last pill, then the panic ensues. That's when you finally get to see what's on the back of the moon. And if it happened to me, then it could happen to you. Damn, that's a factual observation. I treat all of my addictions like contractual obligations. At least I'm still alive, yeah, like that's a consolation. Fuck, I think it's time we had a conversation. They've been trying to make me walk the plank. Ring, ring, they're still trying to make me talk to Frank. I just stare back, expression looking sort of blank, and tell them I just sold all my possessions and bought a tank. Hello again, my body is feeling like jello again, cause I mixed the blue pills with the pink pills, now I'm feeling all mellow again. Somebody tell them I'm selling the venom that's gelling in every cell of my phlegm. My cerebellum is swelling, expelling a terrible smell as I'm yelling at them. Yeah, but I am not acting crazy, I am actually batshit crazy. Ghost mode like I'm Patrick Swayze, no soul like a plastic baby. Roaming about as I foam at the mouth and I scratch like a cat with rabies. These Donnies are trash, they want me to clash, but don't have the cash to pay me. You can tell the fella's hella intelligent. I've been dwelling in hell as a resident, experimenting with medical elements, taking drugs that were developed for elephants. I just buried the dead in the sediment. Tell the feds that I shredded the evidence. The fire I'm penning is evident, like the inside of my pen is accelerant. That's disgusting. Yeah, sort of rank. I'm ready for war, I'm telling the horde, all aboard the tank. We found their battleship and then we crept towards the flank. We shot a shell, they took too much water on board and sank. They've been trying to make me walk the plank. Ring, ring, they're still trying to make me talk to Frank. I just stare back, expression looking sort of blank, and tell them I just sold all my possessions and bought a tank.
Barefoot neck to neck, neck. You either walk off the plank or you die on the step. Barefoot neck to neck, neck, neck. Walk off the plank, step. Barefoot neck to neck, neck. You either walk off the plank or you die on the step. Barefoot neck to neck, neck, neck. Walk off the plank.
I am the devil, and I am here to do the devil's work.
Hello? Who's it? Is that you, Neville? You fucking tip rat.
I've got voodoo dolls and a few chewed skulls, front teeth like a rat's and they can chew huge holes. This is the reincarnation of a dude who's old. I'm just out here trying to find myself a new you soul. I've got a malfunctioning brain and it grew blue mold. I used to have a warm heart but then it grew too cold. I'm just writing down these words for the few who know, who understand what it's like to be a few screws low. Yeah, it's kinda like a cyber glitch, a virus in the microchips you find inside the mind's abysses. Verbal imagery, I'm writing it in hieroglyphs. I'm building pictures with the ink that's sliding through the stylus tip. There's poison in the mice inside the viper's pit. I bit a slice of rice and I'm surprised that I survived the shit. I punched my own reflection, I couldn't stand the sight of it. I prefer the darkness, darling, please turn down the light a bit. They hear it in my songs, they know that there's something wrong. They're questioning me but I don't wanna talk about it. They say that I'm getting thin and I never let them in. They're questioning me but I don't wanna talk about it. They can see it in my eyes, the pupils don't ever lie. They're questioning me but I don't wanna talk about it. I know that this is my health, I'll deal with this shit myself. Stop questioning me cause I don't wanna talk about it. I've got flowers in my mind the world will never let bloom, and a fortress built around the heart that nobody can get through. There's turbulence at altitude, please increase the leg room. It doesn't matter anyway, we will all be dead soon. Every time it rains I sit and wonder why the sun would cry. I've seen the underside of life and watched it through my sunken eyes. I have afflictions and I have always wondered why. Don't feed the addictions, I'm putting them on hunger strike. Hear their stomachs rumble. I was doing so well until I took that tumble. I never thought I'd be the one to crumble. Life is but a blur now, I'm sailing through the jumble. Nah, I'm the king prevailing in the jungle. The family might all hate me, but I'm still your favorite uncle. I guess some things were just designed to break. I think my brain's got a collision zone and I embrace the crumple. They hear it in my songs, they know that there's something wrong. They're questioning me, but I don't wanna talk about it. They say that I'm getting thin and I never let them in. They're questioning me, but I don't wanna talk about it. They can see it in my eyes, the pupils don't ever lie. They're questioning me, but I don't wanna talk about it. I know that this is my health, I'll deal with this shit myself. Stop questioning me, cause I don't wanna talk about it. Yo, when it rains it pours. When the battles start raging, we embrace the wars. We felt the ground start shaking and we stayed indoors. Nights pacing, embracing invasive thoughts. We spent our whole lives breaking laws, navigating dark seas and invading shores. The weather vane's facing north until the storm stops and the wind's changing course. The pressure building up's about to bust, feeling like I'm about to crush. So I found a crutch. There's meds swimming round the blood. It's like I'm drowning, but they're slowing down the flood. All these blister packs cracking, that's the sound of love. It's the solace that I found in drugs I'm still needing. Every pill I sent down the guts was like death by 1,000 cuts. I'm still bleeding. One for sorrow and two for joy, three for the man-made pain they've deployed. The devil's got the strangest voice. I heard it when he said I've made my choice to be like this. Now it's like my brain's a void. My friends left, I became the braid that they avoid. I'm on my own now, working like I've stayed employed, trying to rebuild the house that the rain destroyed, yeah. Replacing rotten timbers in a gable edge. Too much on my plate, but I've been strengthening the table legs. Grown man shit, I let it slip, but now I'm taking heads. Cause I was reborn, that's why I'm out here taking baby steps. So when it rains it pours. When the battles start raging, we embrace the wars. We felt the ground start shaking and we stayed indoors. Nights pacing, embracing invasive thoughts.
I remember you.
I don't remember you.
You will, motherfucker.
The footage you are about to see was shot on the morning of October 2nd, 1988. The filmmakers who documented this did not survive the experience.
Yo, I lost my mind in this deep sea lagoon. Front line writing poems like I'm Siegfried Sassoon. The sign reads, do not feed these buffoons. We wanna see what happens if they keep eating shrooms. Experiments with freaks, beasts and loons. I've been selling bottled blood from their neat seeping wounds. Your favorite rapper is a 3 feet baboon. In his whole life he's made about 3 decent tunes. The rest are washed, the plebs just can't connect the dots. I'm the guy that stopped the headless fox inside your letterbox. Salty rappers crying, watch me dead a lot. Seasoned spitters dying from the poison in their pepper pots. You better watch when I'm penning, necking shots, popping valleys while I write, and I'm already on my second box. I'm on your front porch now, you better get the cops, cause I'm clutching a machine gun like Megan Fox.
The following piece of film is the only clue that police have concerning the escape of Otis Driftwood. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yo, you can see the pain in the eyes, yeah. Tears of a clown, I need a change in disguise, yeah. I can see the rain in the skies, but I don't wanna talk though, you can save your advice, yeah. I sit hostile and spit these slick gospels for the kids who sniff so much that they have to switch nostrils. I don't have fans, I have apostles. I drink while I write, cause I've been finding messages in bottles. Thoughts like Aristotle's while I preach, cause those that know do, but those that understand try to teach. Life is a beach, nah, life is a leech, and it'll suck the life out you while you're trying to sleep. Preach. Yeah, I'm the fly inside the ointment. Dig up those who find what I'm philosophizing poignant. Sometimes the answer is the thing that I'm avoiding, cause sometimes we find the remedy inside the poison, that's real.
This man is Winslow Foxworth Coltrane, aka the Midnight Wolfman, and the half-brother of Otis Driftwood and Baby Firefly.
Total chaos, no mass confusion. I knew I was the man with the master plan. Listen, try to imagine. It don't take time for me to blow your mind. Total chaos, no mass confusion. I knew I was the man with the master plan. Listen, try to imagine. I'm so hypnotizing on the course of illusion. Total chaos, no mass confusion. I knew I was the man with the master plan. Listen, try to imagine. It don't take time for me to blow your mind. Total chaos, no mass confusion. I knew I was the man with the master plan. Listen, try to imagine. I'm so hypnotizing on the course of illusion.
Yo, I walked the path less travelled, fleeing with my arms enshackled, still bleeding from my last 10 battles. You ever heard a pack of half-dead jackals being burnt at the stake while their charred flesh crackles? I have. And the screams are overwhelming. I'm the one that ties them to the pole and leaves them as they're melting. I drove the spikes so deep I heard the demons down in Helsing. Now I'm hunting down these monsters like Van Helsing. The bells ring for me, I fight the infidels, infantry. The shell soundtrack the battle like the 12th symphony. The first time I ever died I watched myself split in three. They made me carry my own cross, then hammered nails into me. Let the grail drip for me. Water or wine, it's sort of divine to see their failed trinity. The king of all religions with their fake divinity that always seem to need your money cause their faith just isn't free. Like, I can sense the fear when they're coming near me. It's dark but I can see the way they're running clearly. You better hold them close if you love them dearly, cause death costs nothing but nothing here's free. I can sense the fear when they're coming near me. It's dark but I can see the way they're running clearly. You better hold them close if you love them dearly, cause death costs nothing but nothing here's free. I walk the path less seen, ducking all the dark red beams. You could try to wash it off but you can't get clean. There's so much blood it's looking like a shark's wet dream. And this fast jet streams got me floating like a Harrier jet. They keep their distance cause they think I carry a threat, but I need them like I need a fucking slash in the neck. I'll string them up and watch them hang like a marionette, then bounce. Professional absconder, I wander off to yonder just to ponder. The more the parasite feeds, the more it's growing stronger. It's like a paradigm, a paranoia for the somber. Those fonder of the dark, those who prefer the macabre, those who like their blades sharp with jagged edges and barbs, those who like to keep their secrets in the garden under tarps. Yeah, I'm speaking for my people that leave people in the past. Yeah, it's harsh, but I can sense the fear when they're coming near me. It's dark, but I can see the way they're running clearly. You better hold them close if you love them dearly, cause death costs nothing, but nothing here's free. I can sense the fear when they're coming near me. It's dark, but I can see the way they're running clearly. You better hold them close if you love them dearly, cause death costs nothing, but nothing here's free.
people have done everything in the world to me. Doesn't that give me equal right? I can do anything I want to you people at any time I want to, because that's what you've done to me. If you spit in my face and smack me in the mouth and throw me in solitary confinement for nothing, what do you think's gonna happen when I get out of here? Guilty.
It's so hard. Don't get scared. Just be prepared for the worst. Check the flow. I'm hitting so hard. Don't get scared. Just be prepared for the worst. I'm lethal with the pad in the pen.
Yo, Goblin load it up, it's murder season. I'm killing shit for fun, they don't deserve a reason. Just hang the fucking bodies from the trees with a sign across the chest that reads, was it really worth the treason? Double cross me and disturb the demons, burn the beacons bright atop the hill so it alerts my heathens. In your town converging in a pack and we gon' burn it till it's black just like the oil that the earth is leaking. Feasting like Ramadan when the sun drops, with savage hands that'll stab a man till the blood clots. See the flash and then hear the bang of the gunshots. The bodies hit the ground then they fold and collapse like a lunchbox. Yeah, this is where all the fun stops. Eyes bloodshot, drug addiction in the subplot. I just blacked out and woke up with another mugshot. Everybody screaming like, what the fuck have you done, Dotz?
It's so hard. Don't fuck around. Don't get scared. Just be prepared for the worst. Flip my leg. Check the flow. I don't play games. I'm hitting so hard. Don't fuck around. Don't get scared. Just be prepared for the worst. Flip my leg. I'm lethal with the pad in the pen.
Yeah, and as the pages turn, every single song's a hate letter to whom it may concern. You can catch me in the soil trying to tame the worms, putting cigarettes out on your face while you embrace the burns. Hold that, I guess it's just the way I'm wired. The patron saint pariah to the fake messiahs, snipping at my eyelids with the razor pliers. The fire's expired, it's dire, it's safe to say I'm tired. Yeah, but still I'm pushing forth, searching for something but still unsure what I'm looking for. Treating my body like a Trojan in a wooden horse, but well aware I'm unable to heal the way I could before. Broken, look at what I've chosen. Everything I need to say has already been spoken. Erosion, embracing the corrosion. Bury me at sea and send my secrets to the ocean.
I'm hitting so hard. Don't fuck around. Don't get scared, just be prepared for the worst. Flip my leg. Check the flow. I don't play games. I'm hitting so hard. Don't fuck around. Don't get scared, just be prepared for the worst. Flip my leg. I'm lethal with the pad in the pen. I'm hitting so hard. Don't fuck around. Don't get scared, just be prepared for the worst. Flip my leg. Check the flow. I don't play games. I'm hitting so hard. Don't fuck around. Don't get scared, just be prepared for the worst. Flip my leg. I'm lethal with the pad in the pen.
I wouldn't do anything that I felt guilty about.
You don't feel guilty at all?
There's no need to feel guilty. I haven't done anything I'm ashamed of. Maybe I haven't done enough. I might be ashamed of that, for not doing enough, for not giving enough, for not being more perceptive, for not being aware enough, for not understanding, for being stupid. Maybe I should have killed 400 or 500 people, then I would have felt better. Then when I felt like I really offered society something. You know, if I wanted to kill somebody, I'd take this book and beat you to death with it, and I wouldn't feel a thing. It'd be just like walking to the drugstore.
Yo, look, if I told you about my nightmares, I wouldn't know where to start. There's a lot of dark shit that I'm harboring in my past. I got a box made out of scars that's full of jars of broken hearts from all of the dead relationships I thought were gonna last. There's a lot of buried friendships that never should have died. In the bed of a river of tears I never should have cried. There's a forest of deceit that's full of people I despise, and the vines of broken promises all tangled up in lies. On the other side of that you've got a lake of broken dreams, with a boat made out of memories of all the things I've seen. There's a house made out out of skeletons, and when it rains it bleeds. With a garden where my dead friends are hanging from the trees. There's a furnace in the basement and all it burns is trust. Everything inside of it eventually turns to dust, and it runs on a mixture of depression and disgust. And if you look inside the fire, you'll see everyone you love. I'm keeping demons and they need to be released. You can see me with the heathens and the freaks. With the heathens and the freaks. I'm Mirtazapine dreaming in my sheets. My wife says I keep screaming in my sleep. I keep screaming in my sleep. You can find me scheming in the streets, picking people that I'm feeding to the beast. That I'm feeding to the beast. I'm Mirtazapine dreaming in my sheets. My wife says I keep screaming in my sleep. I keep screaming in my sleep. Cleanse the pure of all that creeps around it. So feed your baby beach before you drown it. A castle on the beach is where they found it. Baptized by the ocean, waves crashing as the sea surrounds it, and then it's washed away. Tell them I will not stop to pray. I've been carving crucifixes and I've not stopped for days. Answer no when they're questioning this. Dot's not deranged, but there's secrets in my garden that the composts are raised. And we're keeping up appearances. I bounce around job to job, town to town, so they can't track the disappearances. Nighttime is playtime, there's less interference. They might find their gravesite, but they don't know what year it is. Fully unhinged, the anger and the spite's got me sliding through your city like a shadow in the night. Cloak and dagger swagger with a candle for a light. In the back alleys clutching on the handle of a knife. I'm keeping demons and they need to be released. You can see me with the heathens and the freaks. With the heathens and the freaks. I'm Mirtazapine dreaming in my sheets. My wife says I keep screaming in my sleep. I keep screaming in my sleep. You can find me scheming in the streets, picking people that I'm feeding to the beast. That I'm feeding to the beast. I'm Mirtazapine dreaming in my sheets. My wife says I keep screaming in my sleep. I keep screaming in my sleep.
What's wrong? Why do you look so frightened?
Nothing.
Oh, you are frightened. I can tell from your face.
There's nothing wrong, I tell you.
No, don't try to fool me. Anyone can see you're afraid.
Put the canvas back on the easel. I'm about to paint, but first let me down this gallon of diesel. A penny for the bag of smack, a penny for the needle. And that's the way the money goes. Pop goes the weasel. Never talk to federales, keep your shit illegal. Only confess to the people with a cross atop their steeple. Your God just copped a box and wants to live in my cathedral. That box of OxyContin's got him sniffing like a beagle. The guns are from the Russians and the dope is off ISIS. I donated blood and nearly caused an opioid crisis. We were sniffing till the powder burnt a hole in the sinus, and we were itching like we had the typhus virus inside us, yeah. Now less of that, less of the whispering. You're too quick to tell your secrets to anybody that's listening. I'm banned from every chapel, church and vicarage existing, because I pissed in the holy water at my christening. I'm war ready, packing 22 twos. Ran out of the 10 mils and popped 22 twos. Tongue like a chow chows after 7 chewed blues. Treating life like the shit's a never ending booze cruise. And I never do lose, but I never quite win. I can tell them who's who in this hell that I'm in. Dirty black hands with the devil's sly grin. Man, I've left my fucking mark on wherever I've been. I'm still living like I've got a fucking death wish. The next shit I'm about to drop sounds like a fucking chef's kiss. Mirtazapine dreaming, but I'm restless. Aggie and I'm reckless. Bag of pills for breakfast, gold necklace. I'm the lead role in a scene that is full of flexers. Deluxe edition stamp on an LP that's full of extras. Boxes disappear on lines like Tetris. I've been killing shit since undercover feds were driving round in Vectras. Bon nuit.
What's wrong? Why do you look so frightened?
Nothing.
Oh, you are frightened. I can tell from your face.
There's nothing wrong, I tell you.
No, don't try to fool me. Anyone can see you're afraid.
You're not listening, that's what it is.
I fell out the sky at a rate of 1,000 knots. The firing squad was waiting and raining 1,000 shots. I caught every last bullet and stray that was bouncing off and threw them all back in their face with the weight of 1,000 gods. There's a very slim chance that I'm making it out of Dodge. If the locals catch me now, they'll be taking me down the stocks. They can lock me in a coffin, I'm clambering out the box until the flesh on my face is all dangling off and rots. They said they were gonna kill me, I said I was down to watch. They said I shouldn't live, I said I ain't about to stop. They said I'd lost my head, I said I'd found them backing off. After my neck had snapped the axe, they used to swing and hack it off. I said fuck them, come let's swing around and box. Me against the town, I guess I'll spin around the block. Then I'll dig a hole and leave the bodies in the ground with rocks. I guess that's just what happens when you piss around with Dotz. I don't know if anything is real. Everything around me's looking fake now. The doctor told me go ahead and take another pill. So everything around me's looking great now. Everybody quiet now, everybody be still. I think I'm having another breakdown. When I climbed the mountain I was looking for a thrill, but now I'm looking for a route I can escape down, straight downhill. I hit the ground with the force of 100 tons, still holding a burning torch with the scorch of 100 suns. It's ethereal, the way that we talk to the conjured ones will have you gasping so sharp that it's causing a punctured lung. You're fearing the unknown, we're embracing the uncertain, playing Russian roulette just to see if the gun's working. Keep clicking till you click on one's bursting and the brain matter splatters all over the front curtain. Game over, like a bird in a plane's motor. Shred your head and never spend a day sober. I just woke from an 11-day coma, the escalation of the 7-day stoner. The world puked me out like the whale saved Jonah. Stranded, living like a frail, strange loner. I ventured out my shell to be jailed by slave owners. Now I'm with the slugs watching all the snails take over. I don't know if anything is real. Everything around me's looking fake now. The doctor told me go ahead and take another pill. So everything around me's looking great now. Everybody quiet now, everybody be still. I think I'm having another breakdown. When I climbed the mountain I was looking for a thrill, but now I'm looking for a route I can escape down, straight downhill.
That's what it is.
I'm a patient person, got a good listening ear, and try to help people.
You're patient with a good ear, and you try to help people.
Yes.
When you're not trying to murder them.
Yes.
Yo, Akita Dotzy, the teeth stay snapping at him. Swing a baton at him so hard that the force can snap at him. Pull the fucking stick out and then clap it at him. Treat him like a bitch when I pull my dick out and slap it at him. Try and flex here and get your swagger flat, and Jack the Ripper dapper dressed up in that cloak and dagger fashion. Kill him in the bedroom, make it look like an attack of passion. Now the CSIs are here analysing the splatter pattern. Never lacking, they'll never catch the attacker slacking. Break into your house and kill your girlfriend when the slack is napping. When the skin splits, it's like a portrait when the lacquer's cracking. When the bones break, it sounds like a packet of crackers snapping. Your favourite spitter just hasn't got the knack of rapping. Or find out who he is and swing a hammer at him. Gate crashes show, punches DJ and then slap a track in and blow the town away as bad as when Nagasaki your bad habits while picking up the pace. Couple empty bottles, now I'm sitting up in space. Skeletons on either side of me, filling up the place. Undercover fed surveilling and building up the case. Got the panic room locked on barbed wire around the base. Hit a bit of turbulence, we're telling them to brace. It's the art of doing crime and leaving without a trace. Screaming in uppercase, blood dripping out the face. I just fucking love the chase. A couple songs I made are only so-so, but most are dope. Most these rappers out here are jokes though, but most are broke. Nursery rhyme bars like roll, roll, roll your boat. You said you've got a flow, bro, but no, you don't. Take another pill, I hope you go home and overdose and turn into a vegetable with no hope. Comatose, dribbling like you were born with an extra chromosome. It's kinda poetic, like gang raping a homophobe. Fuck's sake, I'm about to be cancelled. I just bought a couple bottles, I'm about to be spangled. If you're in my fucking way, then you're about to be trampled. Then I'll stab you so fucking hard it breaks the blade from the handle. They're like, wow, why you always aggy? Why'd you always mix that brown powder in your backy? Why you always hanging round with cash out in the alley? I guess I'm a few pills short of a full Escalate the bad habits while picking up the pace. Couple empty bottles, now I'm sitting up in space. Skeletons on either side of me, filling up the place. Undercover fed surveilling and building up the case. Got the panic room locked on barbed wire around the base. Hit a bit of turbulence, we're telling them to brace. It's the art of doing crime and leaving without a trace. Screaming in uppercase, blood dripping out the face. I just fucking love the chase.
Do you ever feel violent?
Yes, I do.
What do you feel like doing?
Killing people.
You still feel like killing people?
Yes.
Describe the feeling that you get when you feel like killing people.
Well, last March 11th, I was hallucinating, and I took a razor blade and I cut a man's throat.
Here in the hospital?
Here in the hospital.
Do you think you'd murder me, Joe?
Yes.
That's gruesome, Joe. That's horrible.
Yes, it is.
And you don't blame me if I say I hope you never get out of this place.
I hope I never do either.
Yo, hear ye, hear it from the horse's mouth. I've got strange voices in my head, it's like a haunted house. I did some exercise to see if I could force them out. Apparently I misconstrued what Goblin was talking about. Cause exercise and exorcism ain't the same thing. He didn't make that clear, so if I hurt somebody, blame him. The main thing is that I go and get my head seen. Cause lately I've been feeling like I'm turning into Ed Gein. I've developed a sex fetish for dead teens and hitting them with hammers till their heads bleed red streams. The bed gets all sticky, like I'm having wet dreams when I peel their skin off and then use it as my bed sheets. I'm like a mixture of Nilsson, Brady and Sutcliffe. Crazy and destructive, lazy and unproductive. But at night I hunt for pregnant ladies with my musket. Cut the fetuses out and spread their babies on my crumpets. So call me Mr. Misfit, Mr. Sick and Twisted. This shit is ritualistic, man, this Mr. Can't resist it. It's the ballistic, cannibalistic, mystic. Little bit arsonistic and a big bit narcissistic. As long as I've existed, I've been a twisted misfit. This shit is ritualistic, man, this Mr. Can't resist it. It's the ballistic, cannibalistic, mystic. Little bit arsonistic and a big bit narcissistic. Yo, hear ye, what the horse said next is that I am a bigger sex pest than Fred West. My last girlfriend tried to help me get some bed rest, but when I woke up she was dead and missing her left breast. It's time to get dressed and hit the town like Jack the Ripper. I'm on the prowl again, I'm looking for a scatty stripper. I'll drag her in a van and use a baseball bat to hit her. Stuff her in a suitcase and dump the bitch in Camden River. I know it's not nice, but I'm known for my theatrics. The kind of treatment I need is the kind of psychiatric. My mind is kind of batshit, I shine my knife and hatchet. I've already killed twice today, I'm trying to find the hat trick. I'm like a mixture of Bundy, Dharma and BTK. Creeping through the night thinking who's it gonna be today? Cause nobody can hear you screaming through a piece of tape. Man, I find this way too easy, murder's such a piece of cake. So call me Mr. Misfit, Mr. Sick and Twisted. This shit is ritualistic, man, this Mr. Can't resist it. It's the ballistic, cannibalistic, mystic. Little bit arsonistic and a big bit narcissistic. As long as I've existed, I've been a twisted misfit. This shit is ritualistic, man, this Mr. Can't resist it. It's the ballistic, cannibalistic, mystic. Little bit arsonistic and a big bit narcissistic. Hey pretty lady, wanna come for a drive? I might take you to the woods and make you run for your life, yeah. Cause either way I'm going hunting tonight, and if I catch you there ain't no way that you're gonna survive, nah. Oh baby, it's a wonderful sight when a passerby finds your head stuck on a spike. Ha! Cause you ain't nothing but a slut in disguise. You're just another body that I've gotta cut up and hide. Hey pretty lady, wanna come for a drive? I might take you to the woods and make you run for your life, yeah. Cause either way I'm going hunting tonight, and if I catch you there ain't no way that you're gonna survive, nah. Oh baby, it's a wonderful sight when a passerby finds your head stuck on a spike. Ha! Cause you ain't nothing but a slut in disguise. You're just another body that I've gotta cut up and hide. So call me Mr. Misfit, Mr. Sick and Twisted. This shit is ritualistic, man, this Mr. Can't resist it. It's the ballistic, cannibalistic, ballistic mystic, little bit arsonistic and a big bit narcissistic. As long as I've existed, I've been a twisted misfit. This shit is ritualistic, man, this mister can't resist it. It's the ballistic, cannibalistic mystic, little bit arsonistic and a big bit narcissistic. Da da da.